looked at extracting the leg. It's one option. Another thing we can do when we're in the underhook on this leg is a kick out. There's a time and place for it. Let's talk about that. So again, Mark's playing his knee shield. We've shown you 3 different ways of dealing with this. If it's in my body, it's just a matter of me changing the angle, getting that reverse crossface, making sure that my leg is way out. And then we talked about how if I won the underhook, I could start to flatten him out. Alright, or take a step. We covered that last time. I want him flat. Okay? Now, if he's really clamping, alright, with his legs, he's crossed ankles but he's pinching his knees together, we're not going to do this move. But there'll be a time and place for it, especially when I've flattened him out and he's trying to get back onto the side again. Normally, he'll maybe not be clamping as much. Again, it's a feel thing, you visually can't see it. But he's crossed ankles, so he still thinks he's controlling my leg. If that's the case, my underhook hand is just I want to bring his left knee towards my head. And now this right leg, instead of kicking back to try and break it out, I'm going to Bruce Lee and I'm going to side kick straight towards his ankles. Okay, it's really all about me putting pressure on his ankles. Also, when I have an underhook and I'm pulling his leg towards me, I'm putting tension in the leg, which means when you put tension in the limb, it's a lot easier broke. So it's just a kick out, that's all I want there. And again, I don't want him recrossing, so I'll really focus on keeping this underhook high, and then I'm turning my knee down and windshield wipering. As I start to move to side control, again, Mark has that underhook. So as I move into control 4, we're going to start attacking the arm. We've already looked at this sequence in the start of the mesocycle. Straight arm locks there. Again, we talked about how I'd be connecting my elbows to my body to finish from there. He might defend by turning it, which means I have the Americana from there. Or if I'm here, he might turn the other way. Again, you can Chimera. Lazy old fat man's another option. I can tripod up and just put my lad on his shoulder and then just put pressure on. Always a good one to go for. Lazy old fat man Chimera. I am one of those 3. Figure it out. So from our position, maybe this time he had the knee down very, very low, crossed ankles. Now I can't turn. Okay, so I'll turn my hip to smash it lower, and then I drop into home base position again, trying to flatten him out, elbow off the mat, hand on the mat for base, walking this leg out. If I feel he's turning onto the side, we'll win that underhook and start to flatten him out again, but keeping my leg way out, I'm on the ball of the foot. And if I feel that he's not clamping, we just bring our elbow towards us, which brings his left knee towards me. And now there's tension in that leg. So now from there, we Van Damme it, we just side kick straight out, putting all the pressure, stay tight Mark, all the pressure on those ankles. And from there it's this. Now if I don't break it, we just start them out. You know, we don't want to be doing this kind of thing. If it's not freeing, we're just going to mount. You want to chain your attacks together, if that makes sense. So when I have this, from there we side kick out. I keep his knee towards me so he can't recross, and then I'm just turning my knee down and bring my heel towards my butt. Windshield wiper, and then start to move to control 4. Elbow is beside the head, comes to his elbow. I'll bring my knee towards his hip. He'll be trying to bridge into me, so I'm making him carry my weight. Underhook's there. So we just turn, find the wrist, and start to whack on that straight arm lock. Elbows to my body, we've already addressed this one. He might defend by turning. If he turns, I win the underhook. Back into the Americana again. Through the wrist to the mat. Elbow beside his head. Monkey grips, thumbless grips, and now I can start bringing his elbow back towards his body as I raise it, and I also want my elbow under his elbow. He can defend that straight arm lock by turning it the other way. Again, we can go to Chimera. Lazy old fat man's a good one. Just pin it to the mat, tripod up and get to the other side. Notice the way Mark's shoulder is about a fist worth off the mat. When I put the Chimera on, I just put my lat on that, and then I push it towards the mat. Over here. So, from our position, this time is high. Put weight in it. Lift your knees off the mat, and change that angle. Okay? Once we're in the position, it's the same stuff. Elbow off the mat. Try and flatten them out. You can flatten them out with a step. I can win that underhook. And maybe straight away, if I feel that an option to kick out, I'll just side kick to break the legs. I don't want him recrossing. I'm focusing on keeping his legs split. Turn your knee down, windshield wide. And then start moving your elbow towards his elbow. So, elbow beside the head, I just come elbow to elbow and I switch my base. When I switch my base, I replace my right knee with my left knee. And I have a kickstand here, that foot's flat. So Mark bridges into me, he's carrying my weight. And now this arm is exposed. Elbow in, find the wrist, start whacking on it. This is one that doesn't get used too much. I'm not going to get good players with this, but I'm expecting him to bend it in two directions. So the minute I go for this and he bends it, we'll just re-underhook it and find that wrist. Glue it to the bottom, glue it to the mat. See the way my knee's in his hip? I don't want him re-guarding. Another thing he might do is push with his hand on my armpit. Yeah, exactly, I don't want that. So from that position, once I'm here, go to push, put your hip on his face. Elbow comes out, and then from that position, it's just pulling his elbow back, putting it on. Maybe from there, he turns it this way. Just keep it locked in, elbow at his hip. Again, these are thumbless grips. I get my elbow under his elbow. Just tripod up and get to the other side. And then just put your lat on his shoulder. It's off the mat. Try to push it towards the mat. Let's play with that. Kick out.